Hi guys, welcome to my first makeup tutorial video. A lot of you guys have been asking for a makeup tutorial on how I do my makeup, and so in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. There were a few steps that I took off screen before the start of my video, such as washing my face, shaving my face, putting on some moisturizer on my face, putting in my contacts, which you'll see. But just wanted to get that out the way before the video starts. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so let's get started. Starting with my primer. I use this one here, the Tarte Shape Tape Putty. Now, if you're someone like me who has like oily skin, this primer is gonna be your best friend. I've never had something give me such a matte and seamless finish. And on top of that, it lasts me like the whole day, like even longer than the whole day. Next step, I use my liquid foundation. I use Tarte's Amazonian Clay liquid foundation. I'm going to be applying that with my beauty blender, as you can see here. Just getting a good even layer across my whole face. Yeah, there's not much to it other than that, like not much else more to say here. I'm sorry if I'm like a little awkward. I've never made a video like this before, like done this much talking. So yeah, bear with me, but yeah, as you can see, I'm getting a good layer across my whole face. So after that, I'll show you what I do next. For my next step, I like to mix these two powder foundations together. One of them is the Anastasia setting powder in translucent. Sorry, I lost it there. And the other is TooFaced setting powder in also translucent, I believe. And I just take this big ass brush and like put it all over my face. At the end of my base, I like to use a little makeup setting spray. I'm using TooFaced's Makeup Insurance. Give it a good little squirt. Now that I got those powders out of the way, what I like to do is wipe off an excess amount from my lips and start building in my like lip shape, which I'll show you how to do here. I like to use just like a little Q-tip and wet it. I used some like contact solution here, like preferably just use water or whatever. And you can see me get like my lip shape going. At the top, I like to do this. This shape gives it more of like a cat-like appearance to me, which is why I like to do that little part. But yeah. So next, I'm gonna show you how I do the pink part of my makeup using TooFaced's Cloud Crush Blush in the shade Candy Clouds. I'm going to start by putting it all over my cheeks and eyes, and around my jawline as well. So, starting with this very light pink, I start to create the foundation for where I'm going to put all of, the pink where I want it. To get like a really good pigmented and well blended area, I like to pack in quite a bit of color, which you can see me here like going over it like a few times to really work it in there. But yeah, when you're going to do this, highly recommend that you do that. Next, do the same that I did on my cheeks, also on my eyes. Quite like just doing a lot of baby pink eyeshadow at this moment. I really like this blush for how like smooth it goes on. Plus it also smells really nice. I don't know why. I think it's like fragranced in a way or something like that. Now you can really start to see the pink like all coming together and where the basic layout for the pink is gonna be. How I do my nose, my little cat nose contour. I'm using this palette by Rude Cosmetics, the Sweetheart Sawa-chan palette. It's a blush, highlighter, and contour, but I love using this pink for my little pink cat nose. And it just goes on super easy like this. Maybe it's one of those things that seems a lot more complicated than it actually is, but yeah, it's just super easy to apply with a brush. You can even use a Q-tip to get it on there. Now I'm gonna start adding that lighter shade of pink to the rest of my eye and cheek makeup to make the color pop a bit more, and start kind of getting in an ombre. I like to do an ombre of like light pink, medium pink, darker pink, and like a hot pink. And it just really gives a nice blend to make the colors pop a lot more, especially when wearing these contacts. Like I said, I'm going to take the darker shade of pink and start putting it on my eyes and cheeks. And you can start to see here, like, you can see the difference in the shades of pink that I'm using. And it just really gives a really nice, beautiful, like, ombre look to it. I don't know. I just like doing it this way. You can also see with the shape I'm doing, I'm starting to lay out, like, kind of where I want my eyeliner to go. And just kind of add a bit of a darker color around my eyeliner when I go to do it. You'll see what I mean. It's a little harder to explain, I guess. Sorry if I'm not the best with words, but, you know, this is how I can put it into words, I guess. Best of my ability. Now, using a Q-tip, I'm gonna take some of this pink and add more to my cat lip by going from the top of my lip upwards and connecting it to my nose. You can see the cat-like look to it. Gotta be my absolute favorite way to do my lips. Just honestly, nothing else just looks quite as right to me. Now onto the most highly requested part of my makeup tutorials is eyeliner. I use NYX's Epic Ink eyeliner, literally the best eyeliner in existence. Love the marker tip to it, makes it very easy to apply. And I'm gonna show you here. You can see how I go about the application process. When doing my wing that I do, I like to make the top shape of it just above the crease of my eyelid. That way, when I do, like, just look straight ahead and relax, it's not in the crease and therefore, like, gets all over the rest of my eyelid where places it doesn't need to be. You can see the shape of the liner that I'm doing start to finally fully take form. And once I get my outline and basic shape done for it, obviously the next step, I'm going to go ahead and start filling it in. And this eyeliner I especially love because it doesn't budge. It doesn't go anywhere. I could literally, like, be crying my eyes out. And when I tell you, this eyeliner will not move. It does not run. It doesn't, like, smudge or smear or anything like that. Here we go. Yes. I went ahead and did the other eye off camera because it's really hard to film. I may have touched it up a little bit off screen just because, again, it was so hard to film this part. Well, of course, I cannot forget my little star stamp. Just super easy like that. After I'm done my eyeliner, I like to use a little bit of mascara on my lashes. I'm not too particular about what mascara I use. The one I'm using here is Morphe Wink Wow Nourishing Mascara. You can really use any mascara, whatever your preference is. Just put a little bit of lash on. Using a Q-tip and this Jacklyn Hill Morphe palette, I'm going to do the bright pink lower lid part of my makeup look that I do. It's super easy, just applying, again, on your underlid. I kind of shape it into like a little bit of a point, kind of make it work into my inner corner eyeliner shape. Okay, now doing the same thing but with an angled brush, I'm going to put my eyebrows on because we cannot forget the brows. Unless you want to, you can forget the brows. I love me a good browless look. But yeah, easy peasy, goes on really quickly. Of course, last but not least, cannot forget the lashes. I cannot for the life of me remember what brand or what kind of lash I'm wearing here specifically. I'd like to figure it out so I can buy more of these because, oh my god, favorite lashes ever. Also, for eyelash glue, it doesn't matter. You can use any kind of eyelash glue. I'm just using some stuff I got from, like, a beauty store. But I just prefer if it comes in a brush, or sometimes they come in, like, an eyeliner pen. I just don't like the little squeeze tube stuff. It's always messy, and I could just never do it right. Okay, there's the other one. Pretty much coming all together at this point. What do we think? What do we think? Do we love her? Personally, I do. Oops, I lied. Actually, one last step. Cannot forget the lip gloss. I'm using a plumping gloss by TooFaced Cosmetics. I just love how this looks on my lips. It doesn't even have much of a color, but when it starts to do the plumping effect to your lips, it does turn the color a bit darker. You can kind of see it happening in this video, just a little bit, but so it's not a color, but I love what it does. It just looks great. We are finished our makeup, yes! And now, can't forget a cute fit to pair it with, so here we go. Cute fit to pair it with, and my favorite pair of ears. Also, if you do follow my little video here and you attempt this look yourself, I would love to see, so please tag me. Yeah. I also wanted to thank you all so much for the support, and if you'd like to see me do more makeup videos, like, let me know. Or if there's a specific makeup look I have already done that you'd like to see a video like this of, also let me know that too. Bye!